Welcome in, folks. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Welcome into Nerd Report. Welcome in to Nerd Report, everyone. Hopefully, you guys could see me. Day 19. Nancy Guthrie is still missing. I don't even know what to. Um, I don't even know where to begin. I don't know. Are people? I think after this week, you see the media starting to move along. And my concern here is when you're out of sight, out of mind, people may stop looking. She's not going to be in people's minds. And maybe clues will be presented that people are going to be overlooking because I feel like this story may be losing steam here. I guess the biggest thing is that some of the mainstream media is now criticizing YouTubers. They're upset at them, blah, blah, blah. I think it's partially because of jealousy and everything like that. So I am worried, folks. We'll go over some of the updates if there is any. I did hear there is actually, we heard of that Mexican authorities have been contacted to look into the case, look for Nancy. Brian Enton's over there, reporter Brian Enton. But also, we heard a report that they were not contacted. So what is going on? What is going on? Before I get into it, let's see who's in here. Trish, what's up? What's up? Wendy? How you doing? Jalissa, how are you? Emily, how you doing? Give yourself a shout out in the comments, folks. So, again, what's the title here? We media's having a meltdown. There's a manhunt possibly in Mexico, or is there? I don't know at this point. It's very frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. This page has just changed its look and everything. Welcome in, everyone. I'm starting. I don't know, man. I feel Linda, what's up? I just feel disappointed. They haven't found her, and I feel disappointed that Megan, how you doing? It just feels like the focus is now turning to the social media, all four social media influencers there that we saw, man. We got this story right here too. Anonymous donation raises reward, for help finding Nancy Guthrie to 200,000, not 200 million. Let's see what Trump has to say here. What's up, folks? Welcome in.
The NFL scouting combine is.
We got some stuff, man. How's everyone doing? Let me know in the comments. Are you guys losing hope? Should the press move up? Move on? Should the press move on from here? What are we doing? What are we doing? Out of sight, out of mind, man. Out of sight, out of mind here. Let's see. Let's wait till this commercial ends.
It's not what you've been told. What do you think happened to Savannah Guthrie's mom, Nancy?
Boy, it's so crazy.
Could you guys hear that?
Based on what you've been told, what do you think happened to Savannah Guthrie's mom, Nancy?
Boy, it's so crazy. It's so bad. I didn't like when they were talking about they're going after the pacemaker and before they even started going after it, they're coming and reporting it. So if in fact they could do it that way, the person would say, well, I'm not going to let that happen, right? So bad things would happen if he not going to let that happen. I can't imagine why they would have done that. And just in terms of strategy, just one little piece, I don't know. But
you know what? That is true. We That is true. He's asked about, finding the pacemaker. Yeah, that is true, folks. Like him or not, he's kind of making sense here. Jackie, thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you for the support, folks. Hey, Lewis, have a cup of coffee on me. It's great to see you, Andy, Kim, and Steph together. Yeah, we were on Popcorn Planet. By the way, we're going to get into that because there was a politician that was actually went on a podcast or an interview and said, did you see these people covering the Savannah Guthrie case? They're asking for coffee. Did you guys see that? She was actually complaining that they're asking for coffee. I'm the only one that ever says that. And I'm saying that, it's a joke. It's, it's to keep the lights on in here. We all have things we need to pay for to maintain the studio and the reporting and stuff. But I usually do it in a joking manner. I say, hey, man, buy me a coffee to keep going here, to keep the energy alive. And now, you know what? Did you guys see that video? Because now, look at this. Every time someone sends in a super chat for coffee, this is what you're gonna get.
A lot of them, I don't know if folks have seen, but some of them are even accepting donations for the coffee. You can send them coffee.
So thank you very much for that. So let's piss them off, okay? Did you guys see that? Yeah, there you go.
What do you think happened to Savannah Guthrie's mom, Nancy?
Boy, it's so crazy. It's so bad. I didn't like when they were talking about going after the pacemaker and before they even started going after it, they're coming and reporting it. So if in fact they could do it that way, the person would say, well, I'm not going to let that happen, right? Yeah. So bad things would happen if he not going to let that happen. I can't imagine why they would have done that. And just in terms of strategy, just one little piece, I don't know, but we have to start reporting on other subjects also and see what happens. It's a very sad situation.
Yeah. So here's another one. The sheriff asked, from what I understand, he was asking for tips, right? Now that he's getting tips, he's upset. Sheriff says hundreds of investigators still reviewing thousands of tips in the latest update. In the latest update Thursday, the Pima County Sheriff Department said investigators are still analyzing biological evidence recovered from the Guthrie residence. Officials stress the test involves the same material already collected earlier in the case, not any newly discovered evidence, and said no additional details will be released at this time. As usual, nothing new. Here we go again. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. Let's do this again. I have a feeling Alma's watching. Press 1 if you think she's watching. Linda, hearts for you.
A lot of them, I don't know if folks have seen, but some of them are even accepting donations for the coffee. You can send them coffee.
There you go. Thank you for that, Linda. He's saying here that the scale of the public response is growing. I'm starting to worry about this case a lot. Especially when the focus is now shifted from the media trying to look for this person to, oh no, there's YouTubers. When a lot of the rumors and fake news, I believe, came from corporate-owned news networks, but they won't say that because it's their buddy. Okay, so now the thing is moving up to, they're moving to Mexico, I guess, but there's also contradiction there, man. Investigators have no evidence that Nancy Guthrie was taken across the U.S. border to Mexico. That's been a speculation because they're so close to the border. There's an echo in the clip. I apologize. I will fix it. I have no idea why there's an echo in the clip. But you guys can hear what she's saying, right? You all could hear what she's saying?
Minutes after the top of the hour to another Fox News alert. An anonymous donor doubling the FBI award or reward of $100,000 for information on the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie.
So this comes as investigators say there is no current evidence Guthrie was taken south of the United States-Mexico border.
But what is there evidence of? Like, we don't even know what evidence. Like, I'm so confused. Who else is confused?
Well, you're looking anyway. Brian Yanis is live in Tucson, Arizona. Brian.
Good morning, Brian, Ainsley, and Lawrence. You know, it is day 19 since Nancy Guthrie was
Day 19, folks.
taken from her Tucson home just 60 miles north of the U.S.-Mexico border. And we're now told that FBI investigators have been in contact with Mexican authorities. And
Okay, so on one hand, they're reporting that they've been in contact with Mexican authorities, and then the Mexican authorities are denying it. So I don't know, but you know what? The sheriff needs a brain. Do you guys agree with me that the sheriff has not addressed the public? And you may say, well, he's on this network, he's on that network doing 10-minute interviews. That is not addressing the public. That is catering to private media. That is catering to private media, folks.
while we're told this is standard operating procedure in cases so close to the border, it does speak to the wide net cast in this investigation. Here's Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos on whether they believe the 84-year-old is in Mexico.
Any suggestion at all that Nancy Guthrie might have been taken across the border into Mexico? Are you looking at that at all?
You know, I'm sure the FBI's looked into that as well, but no, I mean, we check.
So he kind of says he is looking into if she's in Mexico, and then says no, but I'm sure the FBI has looked into it too. Now, I'm not a Nanos hater, man. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not. So I'm sure you're watching this since, like, it seems like one of the politicians there directly criticized one of the things I do on this channel, get coffee donations. I really think that's from me. I really do. Who else thinks that's from me? Did you guys see her? I'm the only one covering this saying, you know, hook up the coffee funds. And then she went on there and says, oh no, there's one creator asking for coffee. I'm the only one doing that. So instead of watching me, I'm a nobody. Find Nancy, man.
All the leads we have, we're like everybody else. We know where Mexico is in relationship to this. And certainly it's a possibility, but no, we have nothing to indicate that.
Hundreds of federal and state investigators are working this case hard. There have been tens of thousands of tips called in. The sheriff says he remains optimistic as long as these tips keep coming in, saying,
my mom just texted me. She said, son, I am so proud of you. They're watching you and buying you, again, complaining that you're buying coffee with the people's donations. Oh, thank you, Ma. Oh. This picture is heartbreaking right here, man. Okay, now there's this. Nancy Guthrie once played along in a staged childhood kidnapping tradition. Daughter's book says. I'm worried, man. I'm worried. I'm worried about this thing going cold. I think it's going to be a cold case, man. Who's worried? Who's with me? Who's with me and is worried at this point? So we get people, people are noticing. Online commentators are a Mexican search group. Okay, here's another thing. TMZ exclusive? Bro. Check this out. So TMZ is breaking this as an exclusive. I saw this first on JLR. And this is Surprise Witness is calling this out. Another story broken on the ground by YouTuber JLR before the legacy media. A Mexican search group has entered the search for Nancy Guthrie. A Mexican group hopes to meet with Nancy Guthrie's family. This group has actually come in from Mexico and is part of a group of mothers that have lost children, through whatever, kidnapping, and they've actually found a bunch of them. I'm tired, folks. I am tired today. Day 19. I'm exhausted. Shelly thinks she's already passed. Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm losing hope. Broke fishing. They need to leave YouTubers alone. Mainstream media needs to never ask to use a YouTuber's footage again. Exactly. Broke fishing is always right. Bright Enton has crossed Mexico. He's in Mexico right now. Good for him. He's kind of a YouTuber too. Are they talking about him? Pima Sheriff, this remains an active investigation. As long as leads continue to come in, investigators will continue to follow up on them. Currently, several hundred personnel are assigned to this case. Do they want leads or no? This is pretty funny. Do they want leads or no? I don't get it. What's going on? Mixed messages here, folks. Old media is dead. Nerdy Addict is doing a very good job here. I don't know if that's him. Well, we've been doing these lives, man. We've been hanging out. I'm genuine. I'm into this story. I want to see Nancy Guthrie back. It's not like Alma, I think, is portraying. Like, it's not like, oh my God, we report on this and millions of people come in and everything like that. That's not what's happening here, folks. That's not what's happening here. And I'm telling you, as soon as people start leaving, it's going to be out of sight, out of mind. This case may go cold. Do you think it's going to be cold? And then the people, listen. People saying this is a distraction. It's not a distraction. All right. We got these creeps going down still. What a creep. Savannah Guthrie has not returned to the Today Show. Well, I mean, how's she going to return to the... Hey, what's up, everyone? Is there anything new? She's not going to go to the Today Show. Come on. What a ridiculous statement, right? What a ridiculous statement. What do you all think, man? What do you all think? Now the people that were detained are suing, or not. I don't know if they're suing, but they're upset. They've lawyered up, and they're rightfully so. They need to be cleared. They need to be cleared. I hope it doesn't go cold. That would be torture for the family. Yeah, it will be. It is sad. Who thinks it's going to go cold? Friends? And then, okay, so here's what the media is complaining about YouTubers, right? It's this, these are not YouTubers over here. This is mainstream press. They're the ones that are heavily present in front of the house.
My question is, where's the Nano's press conference?
Right. Yeah.
Where's the information to say anything or asking the public for help or the vehicle?
What do you guys think? Where's Dennis's press
the
conference?
vehicle? Where's the vehicle in this case? That's what I want to know. Where's the vehicles? And I'm telling you, folks, every 2 seconds, literally in my head when it's spinning, is the vehicle. I'm fixated on this vehicle.
What do you guys think?
What is the vehicle? Whatever vehicle.
Yeah, there was a vehicle.
There is no vehicle.
There was a vehicle of interest. Remember the vehicle of interest? What happened to that?
Like walking, because there's no vehicle. The vehicle should be shown something, an image of a vehicle. And to me, it's like, okay, I don't have it.
We had a case in New York, right? With the person.
It's one of the turns, the things that have happened. So many things have happened that I forgot about the vehicle of interest.
Suggested that and said you can put her in a trash can and one person can roll her in a trash can. Like literally. Like plus the walker, the person that we saw on the surveillance. He looked with the flashlight in his mouth. In order to have a flashlight in your mouth, you have to walk around this neighborhood. You cannot walk around this neighborhood and see at all without a flashlight.
Wow, that's a good point.
Did the walker come from somewhere else and walk to this location?
It's a good point.
At this point, no surveillance
Just asking questions, folks.
of a vehicle. Where's the vehicle? Where's the vehicle? So is it? Where's the vehicle? Ask the sheriff at the next press conference. Where's the vehicle, sheriff?
There's no press conference, though.
Am I in your way?
Yeah.
Okay, let me know.
What do you all think of just giving interviews and no addressing the public? What do you guys think of that?
Yeah, the 5 o'clock hour comes around and we all pop back out.
Just let me know.
He'll let you know once.
Sure.
So JLR is the video we're and he's asking, if I'm in your way, let me move aside. Let me know. Like, dude, really? Inside Edition, you have to say these guys are the
Who are
problem?
these faces that they're going to gunshots showing? It's unusual certain. Who are these people? What is really going on? I mean, you gotta.
We need a press conference addressed to the public, not on private media outlets. That's my opinion.
I can't. They say Nancy. Neighbors said on this chat that they would see Nancy at her mailbox with a cane. She has mobility.
Like my mom said, media gets a salary, YouTubers report, and they get coffee. I'm sure these people are not doing it for free, my mom says. Do you think these reporters are there for free, folks?
Yeah.
Zach is the individual that had the Range Rover and sold it over to the other guy.
Yeah, he's from.
I was like, you don't have to worry about just being right now.
Oh yeah, by the way.
What's that?
If you just got here, let me know what country, city, or state you're watching from.
Somebody was shot.
Not connected to Nancy Guthrie. Just, that's how Tucson is about every day. There's a shooting.
Well, here's what Sparky said.
They get paid by the hour.
From Sparky, Jailer, I think she was taken away on an ATV through the desert brush and avoid all cameras. ATV is very popular in AZ. Keep up with the good work.
Yeah,
Peoria, Arizona.
ATV. Somebody would have heard that out here because you seen how dark it is.
Didn't the sheriff said? Well, the politician lady said, "Hold on, let me get her statement first." Right here you go.
Man. Like, to me, it's like ATVs, but where? Like, where? ATV to do it. But then where's the ATV come from?
Maybe we take this spot.
Like, where does the ATV? Where's the ATV come from?
Oh yeah, Nogales is very
Because it makes zero sense for a vehicle not to be any other case in this era, in this day and age, with cameras everywhere. We live in an Orwellian. I always say this on the chat. We live in an Orwellian society. Camera secret or camera surveillance society. That's what we live in. And there is massive amount of surveillance
around and monetize
outside of this
when we
neighborhood.
see these.
Yeah, check this out. Check this out.
Easy to trace a vehicle at that point, unless the
Check this out. You guys watching? Hit that one. Hit that one.
This type of issues in our community.
Look at this.
What do you think of that? How do you feel about that, given how strongly the State Representative Alma Hernandez joins us now? Representative, thank you so much for being with us. Obviously, there is this statement today from the sheriff clearing the Guthrie family. What do you think of that? How do you feel about it?
Abby, thank you so much for that. Watch this video. It's very important. My mom told me to send you coffee as you are her favorite. Mom, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hearts for you. But check this out. Check this out.
That, given how strongly you've been speaking out against people speculating.
Yeah. So first, thank you.
She's been strongly speaking out against people that have been speculating, but it's not. Some of the YouTubers are doing that. I don't do that here. I don't do that here. But the weird thing is, I think you're watching me, and I don't do that. I don't even mention people that are or that are detained. I don't even mention those names here. But you did say something. She did say something that I do here, and that's ask for coffee funds. Check this out.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. It's really frustrating. I believe that as elected officials, it's our duty to speak out when we see these type of issues in our community, when we see people taking advantage and using such a vulnerable situation for this family to then turn around and monetize off.
That's what politicians do. They do vulnerable. Do politicians use vulnerable situations to monetize? Let me know in the chat.
Of it is extremely outrageous. I mean, the sheriff clearly put out a statement calling on the media, but I believe what he really
She says the sheriff put out a statement calling on the media. But then what's weird is that she thinks what I think he meant. It's like, well, can't you call them? Aren't you two in the same district?
Calling on the media, but I believe what he really meant. I mean, the sheriff clearly put out a statement calling on the media, but I believe what he really meant was those individuals who are not the professionals that are actually out there trying to report the facts that are coming out as we hear them.
By the way, they're using YouTubers' footage to confirm shit like literally an hour later. The media, the media she approves of.
These are individuals who are truly just out there to create havoc and who are spreading misinformation in our community.
So you're glad the sheriff went out and did this with such a declarative statement?
I am, but I would also like to see other elected officials. I'm the only one that has told people to stop doing what they're doing.
She's telling the press to stop pressing because they're not part of a corporation. There's only 4. There's only like 4 YouTubers, man.
I've heard from many who keep telling me behind the scenes, I agree with you. Thank you for speaking up. I'm hearing from many people in the community who are saying, you're saying what a lot of people aren't willing to say out loud. And at the end of the day, that's what we have to do.
CNN's Lee Waldman, a reporter who's been on the ground.
She is. That's delusional talk, man. There's literally 4. I count 4. Okay. There's literally 4 YouTubers out there. That's it. And then media, there's like mainstream media with 5 people minimum crew. And with all due respect, I've seen misinformation. The main one she's talking about, I believe, is from a professional journalist, like she thinks, not a YouTuber. Plus, I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the sheriff said that everyone's a suspect. Didn't he say that? Abby sent in a super chat. I'm going to get back to it because her super chat's very important. Look it up on screen. Look it up. Look it at the screen.
There actually spoke to a streamer over the weekend who went from Tucson to Florida, and this is how he defended what the so-called online detectives are doing. Watch.
We're not calling ourselves online detectives. Is it? Who calls himself an online detective? I have not seen anyone say they're an online detective. And that's pretty dumb if anyone has. I'm here reporting the stuff that's reported already. I'm not on the ground. I'm bringing awareness. I'm not on the ground. I don't have inside information. Shit, even when people report it, this person is a suspect, I don't even say that. I don't repeat that at all. And they always get Andy Signor. They always get Andy Signor, man. He's always in the middle of shit.
We want transparency. You want to make sure no stone's been left unturned. You want to make sure you find the right streamer, but there's a lot of really good people, and I think the audience can figure that out. And yeah, they're out there doing a lot of work. They're invested in it fully because they want.
Now, it's very important right now. I see you, Shelly. The super chats for coffee, because it's going to come into play. I'm going to celebrate your super chats right now. Watch
this.
Watch this.
What do you think of that defense, that these are people just trying to help, they want justice?
She literally nods her head like if she knows Andy Signor is what he's thinking. And then she says something that I feel like she's probably watching us. What do you guys think?
I mean, just look at what we saw the other day. We had one of these streamers ask one of their followers to send them pizza delivery. Who does?
He didn't do that. That's not true. Someone just send the pizza to him.
Them pizza delivery. Who does that? The other day we had one of these streamers ask one of their followers to send them pizza delivery. Who?
That's misinformation, ma'am. That did not happen. Someone just sent it. They didn't ask for pizza delivery.
Who does that? A person who is serious about their job, who is actually a reporter or working for someone and checks their facts, goes and makes sure.
And checks their facts, bro. Folks, in the comments, did you see the video? Someone sent JLR pizza. He didn't ask for the pizza. They just send it. And then she's talking about getting the facts.
That they're, giving us accurate information is not going to go and sit on a lawn chair posted in front of the home for days without moving to try to get any story that they can, right? So I you know, at the end of the day, people are allowed to do what they want, what they wish.
Oh, well, thank you very much for allowing us to do what we want and what we wish, Emperor.
However, I find it extremely unhelpful. I don't believe that a YouTuber and a streamer following the SWAT team to go and serve a warrant in another part of a city and
What about the mainstream media? That was the one mostly following the SWAT team, though.
a different town is important or helpful in any way. No one is asking these individuals to come in and do that. At the end of the day, the sheriff has been very clear. He's asking for people to share tips. We're not asking people to send random videos and pictures of just anyone in our community.
So videos and pictures are not tips. Got it.
And blaming them for what's going on. It's you know, they're going to do what they're going to do, but at the end of the day, I find it wrong and just irresponsible. A lot of them, I don't know if folks have seen, but some.
Watch this. This is where I think she watches Nerd Report. I really do. Do you guys think she watches Nerd Report? Look at this.
Folks have seen, but some of them are even accepting donations for the coffee. You can send them coffee donations. For the coffee, you can send them coffee donations. Some of them are even accepting donations for the coffee. You can send them coffee donations.
I'm the only one that I've heard do that. And again, it's a joke. It's to keep fun. I get hyper with coffee gives you energy. You want to do long streams, right? Ma'am, it's not for just coffee. It's to keep the lights on. Do you get paid for what you do?
Donations for the coffee are even accepting donations.
She talks about it. She talks about it like it's the worst thing ever. She talks about it like it's the worst thing ever.
A lot of them, I don't know if folks have seen, but some of them are even accepting donations for the coffee. You can send them coffee donations. Again, someone.
And now I'm going to celebrate Abby. What's up, Abby? Thanks for that coffee donation. My mom told me to send you coffee. Send you coffee as you're her favorite. Your mom has good taste. Thank you so much for that donation. And here comes Shelly. Now Shelly, get a pot of coffee on me. Shelly, you got this. You got this. Thank you, Shelly. Keep the funds coming. They're watching. They're watching right now. Jackie, also, thank you for that coffee money. It is pissing them off that civilians could actually make a living. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Is it? Hey, you know what? Without me even wanting to, us civilians, we get paid here and we have to pay tax money on what we make. That's how you get paid, Alma, you moron. Yeah, my paycheck, some of it goes to you guys, politicians. Thank you, Linda, for the coffee money. Who else? Abby, coffee money. Shelly, coffee money. There you go. That's the thing. That's the thing. Do you think she's talking about Nerd Report? I do. So that's why this is one of my drops now. Every time someone donates coffee funds, you get this. I heard there's an echo. I'll try to fix it, but here you go.
A lot of them, I don't know if folks have seen, but some of them are even accepting donations for the coffee. You can send them coffee.
The backlash is crazy, man. The lack of self-awareness is nuts. And stuff. This is, I believe she's a lawmaker. This is out of your mind. This is crazy talk. Don't bug her, folks, online. Don't. It is what it is. This is crazy talk, man. Here you go. I'm on the Daily Mail. They have relentless amount of ads on the Daily Mail, probably reporting on what JLR saw first. And they have the right to. They have the right to make a living. I'm not criticizing them. I do think there's excessive amount of ads. It's annoying. Here's Fox News. They also have ads. Okay? All good. That's how they pay their staff. Here's TMZ. TMZ also has ads. Okay? By the way, this Epstein stuff, man, I can't report on it. These people are disgusting. These people that this is what I've been saying. You prey on children, you prey on older people. This is the worst of the worst, man. I can't stomach this fucking Prince Andrew bullshit. Fuck him. He's a piece of garbage, man. What a piece of garbage. I can't stomach reporting. I apologize, folks. I know some of you want to hear about that, but these people are disgusting. But anyways, listen. Everybody monetizes, man. It's capitalism. I love capitalism. I know Alma has a problem with it. She's probably a socialist commie. Fuck you. Fuck that noise. Sorry for the French. We don't play that here. We're a capitalist country. Stick it. To what motivates people to work harder. Yes, it's not perfect, but it's what we are. All right? It's what we do. Shame on you trying to shame people for making a living. Can't believe you don't know that. Disgusting. Disgusting. Always shaming people for making a living, man. This is a distraction from finding Nancy. 100%. 100%. Well, I'm here to tell you that I feel like this story is winding down and it's going to get cold. It's going to get cold. I think after this weekend, there's a lot of people going to be leaving the area. There's no updates. There's no press conferences. I think out of sight, out of mind. Here's God bless these people too. People sending notes and letters, handwritten open letter to the kidnappers. Oh, this is heartbreaking. Left at prayer vigil outside Nancy Guthrie's home. That's sad, man. That's sad. People from Mexico are coming in to join the search. Should they go home too, Alma? Do you want them to go home too? Guess what? All the reporters there, the YouTubers, their home is the United States. So they are home. People have no more. Yeah. I want people to find them, man. I don't know. It could still happen. It could still happen. Thank you, Kristen. We all are. We all are. I'm going to continue to report on this. The only thing that would probably stop me on reporting is if I find out officially that Savannah doesn't like our reporting or us talking about it. Then I would respectfully stop bringing the awareness. She'd have her reasons, and you got to respect it. I would report if there's a breakthrough, just a big breakthrough. But other than that, I don't know if the family does. I'm sure they're probably upset at some of the reporting, and they may not know. You know, they may have been told that it's only the YouTubers reporting the nonsense when it's really, you know, mostly mainstream. But out of respect for the family, I would stop reporting on it. My concerns is that there may be someone out there actually breaking into homes. We haven't gotten that information. We don't. There's no press conference saying, "Hey, by the way, be careful. There's a criminal on the loose or anything like that. Lock your doors." Did we get that? Did we get that update? I don't believe we got that update. Okay. I don't believe we got that update. I'm going to keep checking. Should the public be warned? Folks, you can follow me also on X. And this is what I posted. The Constitution does not define press as only corporate or licensed journalists. So that lady, that representative is just out of it, in her opinion. Her. Exactly. Does she have any Facebook, YouTuber? These people remind me of social media influencers first, and then politicians second. You know. You know what I mean? Read that, folks. The Constitution does not define press as only corporations or licensed journalists. Read that. I don't know where people get that from, that you have to be working for a corporation to be a real journalist. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. And then when people say that, they say it like they know what they're talking about. Like they're so smart. Well, the real journalists. Well, she updated. Oh, look. All right, here we go. Alma did a update. Followers aren't facts. Likes aren't credentials. And your favorite streamer having ring lights and fan clubs doesn't magically make their takes useful or keep or helpful in our society, in our city. Social media isn't real life. It's a highlight reel with Wi-Fi, as she posts on social media. So for those, for those of you who are spiraling because I told you to go home, she's watching. Dude, she's watching. That's your problem. Dude, she's watching. I said what I said. Your hurt feelings aren't a group project, and your threats, we're not threatening you, ma'am. No one's threatening you. Your commentary about my appearance, yeah, she's watching me. And telling me I will be deported are not going to silence me. No one's saying that. Is anyone saying that? If anyone's saying that, that's not cool. This isn't some cute little cage match between legacy media and influencers. It's not old versus new. It's not cable versus camera phone. It's about truth. It's about facts. And yes, it's about having a moral standard when you decide to blast breaking news out into the world. Okay. When someone is missing, this is not content. It's not engagement bait. It's not a race to be first. Every reckless post, every unverified rumor, every dramatic source says fantasy wastes time, diverts attention, and strains the very resources that are trying to actually find Miss Guthrie. If you generally want her found, you verify before you amplify. You don't flood the timelines with nonsense for clicks. You don't spend people's chasing ghosts. You don't send people chasing ghosts. Accuracy isn't optional in the moment. It's like this is a bare minimum. This isn't about platforms. It's about responsibility. Okay, I'm sorry, man. I this is a poorly written tweet, and you know, what do you guys think? There you have it on screen. All right, people are going to be responding to this. She's basically making her statement on the responsibility of the credibility of news coverage. She's saying having followers, likes, and fan base doesn't make you reliable. No one's really saying that. No one's saying that. There you go. I think that was meant for us, honestly. Right? She's saying followers don't and likes them and fan base doesn't make someone reliable. She's right. A streamer with a ring light isn't automatically a truthworthy source. All right, so social media isn't reality. No shit. But you're on Twitter posting. She says she won't be silenced, pretty much. This isn't a media versus influencer fight. Her main message is verify before sharing. Dude, like the thing is, think about it. Like, I think, who is she calling out though? The mainstream media, there's a narrative going around that was initially pushed by someone in the mainstream media. Right? Followers aren't facts. Likes aren't credentials. No, credentials is being an American. If you're an American, you could be press. It's freedom of the press, First Amendment. And your favorite streamer having a ring light and fan club doesn't magically make their takes useful or helpful in our city. Social media isn't real life. It's a highlight reel with Wi-Fi. But you're using social media to share this. So for those of you who are spiraling because I told you to go home, that's your problem. This is our home, though. I could live in one state, but the other state next to me is still my home because I'm an American. What does this even mean? Your hurt feelings aren't a group project, and your threats, no one's threatening you. She's trying to say, no, people are threatening her. Or commentary about my appearance. Well, I don't know. Maybe that one's true. And telling me I will be deported are not going to silence me. Okay. Are people telling her she's going to be deported? But she's telling people to go home. So she's kind of doing the same thing. She's telling all 4 YouTubers on over there that to go home. And then people are telling you you're going to be deported. That's like, if they're doing that, I didn't see anybody doing that. And if anyone's doing that, that's not cool. This isn't a cute little cage match between legacy media and influencers. It's not old versus new. It's not cable versus camera phone. It's about truth. It's about facts. And yes, it's about having a moral standard when you decide to blast breaking news out to the world. Who's doing this? Well, okay, my title says breaking live. Well, okay, but does she even understand how YouTube works? When you say breaking news, it could be you're breaking in to report about something an outlet is reporting, right? So someone could come in here and put the title breaking news. Authorities now contact Mexico for help. And then that is breaking news. Right? Isn't that breaking news? It's not a race to be first. Every reckless post, every unverified rumor, every dramatic source says fantasy waste time, diverts attention, and strains the very resource that are trying to actually find Miss Guthrie. If you genuinely want her found, you verify before you amplify. That's what I do here all the time, man. That's what I do here all the time. And it's funny because your last interview, you had misinformation there. You said the streamer ordered a pizza or asked their followers to buy them a pizza. He didn't do that, from my knowledge. I didn't see that. You don't flood timelines with nonsense for clicks. You don't spend people's chasing ghosts. Accuracy is not optional in this moment. This is not about platform. It's about responsibility. So why are you only calling out one platform? Why is she only calling out one platform? I'm just going to, let's see what the responses are. Oh, here we go. Here you go. I'm not a reporter or even a streamer, but I trust streamers more over MSM any day. All MSM corps have lied. I've caught all of them. Streamers are so much more honest, and you're asking for donations too. And the companies you did your interviews on are making money. Facts. And the companies you did your interview for are making money. Did you ask MSM you did the interview for to remove their monetization? Nah, I bet you didn't. So please stop. Don't like it, don't watch. No mention of those of us who helped get Gabby Petito and help with the other cases, or did you forget? She probably didn't know about it. There she goes. There she goes, folks. This person says you're a broken person. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I guess this is breaking news. Breaking news, folks. Breaking news. How does this help get Nancy Guthrie home? I don't know. Yeah, all the companies run ads. All right. I think this is going to be a running issue, man. Well, you know what? Maybe not. Because I think at this point, this story may be just... people are starting to just wind down. They're not... I think people are losing hope. I think people are losing hope, man. All right, I'm going to take it to you all. Last minute comments, folks. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think before I close off for this video. How many days? I believe this is the 19th day of the investigation. Does she want it to go cold? I don't know. Maybe. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. I'm tired. I'm tired today. I gotta say I'm tired. I appreciate you guys coming in. Appreciate you all coming in. I'm pretty tired. Again, don't bother any of these people. I think you're free to express your opinion, and but don't. We don't encourage them getting bothered. Another thought about how many times legacy media didn't retract when YouTubers found out they're 100% wrong and keep saying their narrative for whatever reason. Exactly. A guy with his phone and tripod are so less invasive than MSM tents, and MSN snuck up to the front of the door and took pictures. Is that where the pictures came from? By the way, Michelle, did you see Alma's statement? All right, folks, that's it for now. We're going to be back later, hopefully. Nerd out.